everyone, and welcome back to another round of TBR around the world. Alright, so I needed my reading journal because it has all of my prompts from last month in it, which I should have bookmarked that spot. There we go. Alright, so for TBR Star Jar, I got State of Lies by Siri Mitchell, and I did end up reading this book. I really enjoyed that one. Next one was a Flowers on the Cover, which I was supposed to read, a Mountain Laurel. I have not gotten to it yet. I have 3 days left in the month. I don't know, because I have a couple more books that I do need to get to, so this book is like over 400 pages. But I will attempt it. I do have the audio, so I could read it that way. I will try. But if not, that's okay. All right, and then for another TBR Star Jar, I got On the Cliffs of Foxglove Manor by Jamie Jo Wright, and I did read this one. I read this one with Celestria, and we had a lot of fun. I enjoyed buddy reading with her. And then for friend pick, my dad ended up picking me 9 by Rachel Decker, and I did finish this one as well. And then for photos on the cover or inside of the book, I ended up picking an Archie comic book number 305, which was super short. I finished it the first day of the month. So out of all of them, I finished 4 out of 5. So that's not bad. So let me go ahead and grab my star jars. I think I did forget to take out one of the tokens from last month because I didn't get to that one book. So, I forgot to make more shell tokens. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put any in for this month in this one. But my other jar is for donations. So any books that I don't finish, I put a $1 token in here to donate at the end of the year. So 1 token because I don't think I'm going to get to Mountain Laurel. I don't know. We'll see. If so, I can take that back out. And then I forgot to make more cute little shell tokens, or any tokens really, to put in my reward jar. So I'll have to do that soon so I can add more. But okay, so I earned 4 tokens to spend money on books. I think I might change my rules and do punishment and reward system instead, because I don't buy a lot of books, but when I do, I tend to buy in bulk because of sales and stuff. So the money system really isn't working since I'm only getting about $4 or $5 a month, and I don't buy books every month. So we'll figure out something else next year. Right? Okay. And since this is actually the last month for TBR Around the World, because in December I'm doing something quite different, and I'm very excited. So stick around for that. But this game will be back in January. But for December, we are doing something different. All right, so I still need this thing because I wrote down all my prompts. All right, and I forgot to write down my books. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Anyways, so let's go ahead and go on into our first rolls for October. Hello everyone, welcome back to the TBR game, the TBR Around the World. So if you have missed any of my videos, I always link my playlist down in the description box below so you can check it out. And yeah, so we go through the entire board until we take off in the airplane to our final travel prompt. That's always travel related. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're using Mickey today as our little token here. And let's go ahead and just mix up our prompts, because I always mix them on camera, so you know I mix them. All right, roll number 1. We got a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got a single cloud prompt. So that is only 1 prompt that we have to do from our little cloud pile here. So our prompt is a YA book. Okay. Pretty broad prompt here. So, all right, just a YA book. That's really simple and easy. Let's go find a book. Okay, so for roll number 1, we got a YA book. And so I honestly did not think I had any YA books on my like end of the month TBR thing of books that I need to finish by the end of the year, which maybe I should do a video of that. Just as a reminder to myself. But anyway, so the book I will be choosing for that is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I've had this book on my shelf for I don't know how long. Year? Maybe? I don't honestly know if I'm going to like it or not. I'm not a huge fan of mainstream YA books, so we'll see. The cover is really pretty, and I have heard good things about this book, but I don't know if it's going to be for me. But I thought I'd give it a try since I think I found this at a library sale for like I think like between 25 cents and 50 cents. So I thought I'd grab it and try it and find out. So I believe this is a kind of Comic-Con. Yeah. So a girl who is in a cosplay contest that is sponsored by the producers of Starfield. And so first prize is an invitation to the Excelsicon? That sounds right. Excelsicon cosplay ball and a meet and greet with the actor slated to play Federation Prince Carmendor in the reboot. Elle's been scraping together tips from her gig at the Magic Pumpkin food truck behind her stepmother's back, and winning this contest could be her ticket out once and for all, not to mention a fangirl's dream come true. So yeah, so I mean, like one of my favorite actors was going to be like a prize in a contest, I would go. All right, so hopefully this is good. I'm going to try it out and see if I like it. Roll a number 2. We got a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another a single cloud prompt. So for this one, we're going to read a fall cover or setting. And thank you, Carla King, for suggesting this prompt earlier this year. So I get to use it actually because it's fall cover and it's perfect. It's fall. Oh, what a perfect time to pick this prompt. Yay! So awesome. A fall cover or setting. For roll number 2, we got a fall cover or setting. And for this one, I'm going to read Fragments of Fear by Carrie Stewart Parks. I mean, come on. It matches my shirt. Like, this screams fall to me. I mean, doesn't it? The burnt orange, the yellow. Okay, there's a teeny bit of green, but but for most all purposes, this is a fall cover to me. So, Fragments of Fear, I think this is the last, I think so, or second to last standalone book that I have to read by Carrie Stewart Parks. Well, I have to read, but I want to read. So I've heard this one is really good, and so this one is about stolen art, a New Mexico archaeological dig, an abandoned dog, and a secret that's worth killing for. And it says, Evelyn McTavish's world came crashing down with the suicide of her fiancé. As she struggles to put her life back together and make a living from her art, she receives a call that her dog is about to be destroyed at the pound. Except she doesn't own a dog. The shelter is adamant that the microchip embedded in the canine with her name and address makes it hers. So just that alone sounds really intriguing and a great mystery. So I'm excited to get to this one. I've heard good things about it. And actually, I think this was the first one that I wanted to read by her, but I just never got around to it. But now I am. So definitely fall, definitely orange colored. Perfect. All right, roll number 3. And little Mickey's going to get in the way of our roll. Let's move. And I don't want to move him because I'm worried I'm going to lose my space. All right, we got a 9. Okay, I knew I would get lost in this game, so I ended up adding arrows, finally adding little arrows to point myself in the right direction because I don't think I've gotten lost yet, but this time I did. So thankfully I didn't pick a prompt or anything, but all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we still landed on a single cloud, but it was just in a different spot. So, all right. So single cloud prompt again for the 3rd time. Let's see what we get. Ooh, an Instagram scroll. Oh, this is going to be hard. Well, I do have a lot of friends and a lot of buddies that read a ton of great books. So Instagram scroll, I will probably pick a book that I own if I own it. If I can't find one that I own, then I'll probably pick one that I've just been wanting to read. So Instagram scroll, trying to find a book that I own. Okay. All right. So for roll number 4, we got roll number 3. We got Instagram scroll. So I had to go on Instagram. And so I scrolled for like a good couple of minutes because everyone seemed to want to put reels on today, and I'm like, I don't want reels, I just want standalone pictures. And every standalone picture, I didn't own any of those books, but thankfully somebody did. And so yeah, thank you, Pages of the Past, for having this book on your Instagram. I will link her Instagram down below in the description box so you can check her out. So I found this at an outlet store, and this is a Mosaic of Wings by Kimberly Duffy, and this cover is really beautiful, and of course there's no shine. Oh, there it is. So the butterflies are all shiny and pretty, and this cover is just gorgeous. So I only spent a couple dollars on this one, and it just sounds really good. So Nora Shipley has one goal: to carry on the legacy of her late father by taking over the scientific journal he started. To that end, she's fought to be taken seriously among her male classmates and graduate as valedictorian of Cornell's entomology program. When pressures to settle down rise to a fever pitch, she impulsively joins a research expedition in India to prove herself in the field and win a scholarship. But India holds several surprises. She is impressed not only by the beauty of its natural wonders, but also by the gentle nature she discovers in the rival classmate who accompanied her, Owen Epps. So, sounds a bit like a little bit of romance, sounds like an adventure in India. It just sounds really good, and I think I'm going to really enjoy this book. This is also my first Kimberly Duffy book too, so I'm excited to try it. All right, now we're on to rule number 4. Rule number 4. I got a 4. That's a really small one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got another cloud, but it is a double cloud. All right. So for this one, I picked 2 prompts. If I can find one book to fit both of the prompts, then I only have to read one book. But if I can't, then I have to read 2. And I do a lot of research for this one, so I can fit one book. But we'll see what it is. So I pick one from this pile, and this is my one from the second pile when I hit a double cloud. So the first one is Book Besties subscribers pick. Really? Oh, that's going to be so hard. So this means I put a poll up on YouTube, and you guys help me pick the book that I'm going to read. But I have to fit it into the other prompt. But that might not be too difficult. I mean, if it's something like historical fiction, I could just put 4 historical fictions on there, or 2, whatever. All right, so what's the second one? Second one is Written in the Decade You Were Born. Okay, that's not terrible. There's tons of Nancy Drew books that were made in the decade I was born. So, all right. I don't think that's going to be too difficult. So you guys get to help me choose this book. I will put up the poll. Today's Tuesday. I'll probably put up the poll before the game, so hopefully you guys can help me out. I'll put it up today. Today's Tuesday. You have 2 days to vote. But okay, so this I don't think will be too bad, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited that I got these today. All right, so rule number 4, we got subscriber pick. So I put up a poll a few days ago for you all to help me choose what book I was going to read. And so I put up 2 Nancy Drew books, a middle grade historical fiction, and then I put up The Princess by Lori Wick, which is the winner, which I had a feeling. Just had a feeling. But yeah, this book needs to get done by the end of the year. So it's getting done. I'm still at that same mark that I was a few weeks ago or a few months ago. Like just this little bit done. So we can count it as a brand new book for the month since we didn't read that much. I also forgot to show off my mug, but I used it last video on Thursday. No, I will be using it on Friday. I'll be using this same mug on Sunday, not Friday. Today's Thursday. That was bad. But yeah, so you'll see the same shirt and same mug on Sunday because I did 2 videos today. But anyways, so this is a book that you all chose for me to finally get reading and get done. So The Princess by Lori Wick. I think I honestly didn't get to it because I wanted to listen to the audiobook. But when I started listening to the audiobook, I didn't like the narrator. And so I think that stopped me from wanting to get into the book because of that. It doesn't happen very often. It very rarely does. But I just could not get into the narrator. So I just felt like I didn't want to pick it up. But I'm going to read the physical book. And I'm going to get it done because it's not that long. I mean, it's less than 300 pages, at least in this format. But yes, so thank you all for choosing The Princess by Lori Wick. The other ones definitely were not on my TBR, so it was a good choice since this was on my TBR for the rest of the year. All right, and it's finally getting done. Okay, TBR isn't doing too bad so far. Okay, on to roll number 5. Roll number 5. We've got a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. So we made it to the airplane, which is our final prompt, and that is our travel prompt. So let's see what prompt we have this time. So, ooh, this is super easy. A book you would take on vacation. I would literally take any book on vacation, like as long as I was excited about it. So, awesome. A book I would take on vacation. Nice way to end the game. And we only got 5 books this month. Wow. We've had 5 books for like the longest time. We haven't had 2 hard TBRs, and this is honestly one of the easiest TBRs I've had so far. All right, so let's go ahead and see what our last book is going to be. All right, so rule number 5 was our very last roll. I love these easy months. I've had quite a few easy months. Maybe I should make this game harder. No, I shouldn't say that. Watch, next time I'll get like 20 books. Anyways, so our last prompt is always a travel style prompt, and for this one, we got a book you would take on vacation. So I would take any book on vacation, honestly. Yeah. So the question is, which one do I pick? So I ended up picking a middle grade because I do read a lot of middle grades when I'm on vacation. Because they're easy, they're quick, and if I can find them on audio, they're even quicker. So I can listen to like one middle grade audiobook in the car or a plane on the way there and be done with it. So I'm going to be using A Restart by Gordon Corman. So this will be my second book by this author, and I loved his first one, which was Unteachables, that I read, and it was really good. I really enjoyed that one, and I've heard this one is even better. So I'm excited to get to it. It's nice and short. Well, fairly short. A little over 200 pages. Ooh. A little dusty. I haven't dusted those shelves yet. Oh, that's my fault. Okay. Anyways, so this one says, Chase doesn't remember falling off the roof. He doesn't remember hitting his head. He doesn't, in fact, remember anything. He wakes up in a hospital room and suddenly has to learn his whole life all over again, starting with his own name. He knows he's Chase, but who is Chase? When he gets back to school, he sees that different kids have very different reactions to his return. So I've heard great things about this. I'm very excited to get to this one. It's a beautiful bright orange cover. I love orange in covers. So this will be a fun one, and very, very short. So I have all physical copies of the books that I'm going to be reading this month. How about that? I don't think I've ever had a month where I've had all physical copies. So these are all the books that I'm reading. A nice short pile. I love a nice short pile. Perfect little compact pile to read next month. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I could probably get these done within a week if I try really hard. But I won't force myself. We try never to force ourselves as book lovers to read all the books, even though we want to read all of the books. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like it, and hang around. It's going to be a fun November. I have some fun surprises in store for you all. I'm so excited because as of today, when this video is coming up, I'm only 10 subscribers away from 1,000, and I can't believe it. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and hung around since the very beginning. Like, you all are awesome. I love you all, new and old friends. Love you all, and I'm just so grateful and blessed to have you all on my channel to talk about fun books, fun, clean books, to just have fun together. All right. So I will see you all on Sunday to talk about our buddy read from the Readathon that happened this month.